Hey, good morning. This is Julie, J Trading Strategies, and just want to talk about a concept with you on the path of least resistance, which is Newton's first law, and I think that's pretty cool. A metaphorical pathway providing the least resistance to forward motion. It's the easiest way to get the job done. So that sounds like what we would want to do in trading. Find the path of least resistance to forward motion. That's what we want. It's like, how do we find that? And a good way to do that is with simple linear regression. And using these concepts, if we were to be able to create a channel, a linear regression channel, and trade that path of least resistance with momentum, um, and then trade multiple time frames doing this, we might be able to see if that improves our trading. And so I've got that set up for us on the chart, and I'll show you what that looks like with BloodHound and the linear regression lines indicator for NinjaTrader. So this is the NQ last week, and you can see that there was this triple Batman, well, it's a Batman head and shoulders that did pop back down to the prior gap. We did close some two minor gaps in the middle. We have another big gap that we have not closed, still sitting down here. So keep your eye on that. And this is another head and shoulders that failed. So everybody was looking for this to break, and it did not. They came in and stepped in and bought it, threw it up against all those shorts, and here we are. So how do we get that path of least resistance? Let's put the linear regression indicator on the chart and show you that channel. So here's my LRT lines indicator. And I'm going to show you the linear regression 1 level and the linear regression 4 level with the fast channel around the 4. And so I'm not going to show the slow channels. So the fast channel parameter you can customize. One offset multiplier is a good one to start with. So why don't we just try that and say OK. And you can see that we've got the one showing the trend line where, I call it the mothership. Price is going to come back and hit that line eventually. And you want to go when there are certain conditions based on the 4 channel to the 1. And so if you set that up and see that 4 channel line, your linear regression channel, if you got closes outside that channel line, that's outside that first multiplier, so you're closing outside the first multiplier, that would be an excellent time to know that price was in that path of least resistance. So what would that look like using BloodHound? Scrunch this down, we can see the chart. So you can see that if it's above the 1 and the 4, we get a condition, and that's what I've got in here now with a few other things that I can show you. But here's your fast channel on the linear regression. So you can use this with a long short modifier. So I've got a fast channel short where I've enabled only to find when price is below that fast channel. And here is a fast channel long. Put a long short modifier on it. Come down here and set it to and here are the longs when you break outside that upper boundary. So if you put an OR node on this, and this is very simple, it's just a comparison solver using the close in A, and in B you select from the JATS indicator library, go down to linear regression indicator, LRT lines, put it on your chart, and you can change the multiplier. The multiplier fast is for that 4 channel, and so I just changed that from a 1.5 to a 1 because I'm looking for closes outside that channel. Scroll down in your bottom box and choose the plots for the upper fast and lower fast. And for this, I've got it set up backwards. Short for upper and lower. And put the OR node on it. So you can see, and then when you add this to your 1 and 4, so here's your LR1 and LR4, same concept. You just come in here and put a bar close, choose your JATS LRT lines, except for this time you can choose the plots for the LR1 and then a second solver for the LR4, and require that to be together with the condition. So now when you're looking for fast channel breaks above or below, you're going with linear regression in the path of least resistance. That's when these are the breakouts. So you're breaking outside your 1 multiplier, and so that makes a pretty cool little strategy, especially when you put it like on this 60-minute chart. And then you can come inside these areas on a lower time frame and trade accordingly. So using linear regression, the path of least resistance, you control your channels. I'm able to, you can channel the 4 line like that, or you could set it up to channel the the 1. I can, offset the 1 as well. So if you wanted to set an additional requirement to be above the first offset multiplier also on the slow channel, or whatever area, or not outside maybe the 5, stay within that range, you can do that. So you can control your path of least resistance, and this is a good way to stay out of the the middle section, ranging back and forth, and require the condition to be that 1 multiplier or above, which I think is pretty cool. Conditional signals. Okay guys, thank you so much. Hope y'all have a good weekend, and we will talk at you later.